All right, let's get right over to Kristen Miranda, who is live in the Alert Center. She's been able to get in all the very latest information on this.
Yeah, so those of you at home, if you're just waking up, I want to fill you in on some of the significant developments that happened overnight. The president was supposed to leave Vietnam right about now, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Instead, he's been in the air for more than 2 hours now. Take a look at some video. Instead of signing a joint agreement on denuclearization with the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un, at 2 a.m. our time, the president instead was giving a news conference, telling reporters, as you said, the two leaders could not make a deal. Also in the past 30 minutes, John and Christine, we've heard reaction from other countries on this, notably China and Russia. The Kremlin saying that the talks appear to have broken down simply because the parties proved unwilling to compromise and make concessions. The president will not be back in the United States until later today, tonight in Washington, D.C., so we don't expect to hear too much more, but I'll keep an eye on the president's Twitter account as well. Back to you. Well, John and Christine, you talked a short time ago about Michael Cohen's testimony yesterday. A lot of eyes on that. Well, between questions about denuclearization at the overnight news conference that President Trump held in Vietnam, he was asked about this hearing, and he said he was disappointed that it took place while he was on such an important trip and not in D.C. He also said this.
He lied a lot, but it was very interesting because he didn't lie about one thing. He said no collusion with the Russian hoax.
Cohen is expected to testify again today behind closed doors, though this time before the House Intelligence Panel. John and Christine. John, a big show of military force in Russia this morning. I'll tell you why when we come back after this. This is brand new video, John and Christine, out of Russia this morning. This big show of military force, this news out of Russia. So I thought that was a pretty impressive new video I had to show you. And of course, always news when Russia says it will continue to strengthen its military. Back to you.
WBTV News this morning.
Talk about a big money mistake.
Yikes.
Let's go over to Kristen Miranda live in the Alert Center.
Yeah, so this is the time of the morning I like to show you some video that you'll probably be talking about today. Take a look at this video. This is a major money oops in Australia. Now, the country has a new $50 banknote, but they made a mistake in the printing. You have to look really closely. It's hard to see, but in the word responsibility, it is missing an I. They misspelled it. So there are 46 million of these guys in circulation. They will continue to be used, but they have fixed the problem for future prints. So if you're planning a trip to Australia anytime soon, pick one of these up because it's probably going to be a collector's item someday.
I guess there was no spell check when they were putting it all together.
So it's funny, that is one of those words though, with like the I and the L and then another I. You could easily miss that, I think.
Miss one of the I's in there.
Whoopsie.
Oops. Someone might be looking for a new job.